Hello, hello. All right, guys, welcome back. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and jump on into just a quick Halloween message for every single zodiac. It was the only way I knew I had time to get at least one short clip in for each zodiac, and then we'll do a regular full-length videos after this that I'll get started for the beginning of November. But let's first do just a Halloween bonus message. I hope everybody's having a great Halloween. I hope you guys are doing something fun, something delightful, or even if you don't celebrate, I hope that you just do something lovely today. So let's begin with our Aries. All right, Aries, here we go. What is our message for Aries today? We have got, very nice, a 6 of coins, a 6 of wands, and a 7 of swords. Well, okay, so Aries, I'm sorry that I'll read these fictional stories however they come out, good, bad, or ugly, okay? And this one is a little bit not good because we have someone claiming that they really are all about this. I'm giving my 110%, just like Aries is. When in fact, even in this card, we do notice that the 3 pentacles are not hanging in perfect alignment next to the other 3. You notice that this one pentacle is off to the side. Even out of the gate, it does kind of look like it's not maybe a big shock to Aries that although someone says, yes, Aries, I'm in this all the way, I'm working really hard right along with you. This is like somebody who's, riding a tandem bicycle and you call back and you go, you're pumping right along with me, right? And they go, uh-huh. And they're really not. They're like taking little breathers and just like letting their legs relax for a while, let Aries do all the heavy work. That's what I feel like. Like Aries is the one pumping harder. But they want Aries to think that they're so on the same team, they're so giving it their all. And this person could be quite a like a self-promoter, like, oh man, the amount of stuff we accomplished today, the amount of stuff, man, I'm going home so tired because we just did so much today and this is so awesome. When really, or say this is like 2 people, Aries is making a plan to go maybe to Rome to go see the Colosseum. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to save up all the same amount of money. Aries, I'm going with you on this trip. This is awesome. When really they've only got 2/3 of the money saved and they're maybe trying to hope that Aries will, through their jovial attitude and their awesome vibes, that maybe Aries will foot maybe the other little chunk of the bill for them that they don't really have. I feel like this person uses tactics of celebratory energy and they're like a hype man or a hype woman and they probably really adore Aries and really want to be with the Aries and really want to be equal to the Aries, but it looks like they don't quite look. If Aries is willing to get up and work extra hours on a weekend to earn that extra money to take that amazing trip, they say that they're doing the same thing when really, no, they call out and cancel that extra shift on a weekend because they want to sleep in. I feel like, but they love how Aries is like such a winner. They know Aries is a winner. They see Aries as someone who can do anything. But when it comes to them, 100% putting all their energy in like the Aries is, I think the Aries has like a big message from their guides that say, come on now, Aries, you know that that's not 100% true. We know this person doesn't always follow through, or we know this person doesn't always speak the truth. Do they love the Aries? Are they crazy about the Aries? Do they want to be beside the Aries? Do they want to be equal to the Aries? Yes. But it feels like basically what I'm saying is somebody's a little bit lazy. I'm sorry, that's just what the message is on this one. Does it mean anything negative? No. It's just if Aries is trying to give them the same consideration that they give to themselves, they assume everybody's on board to the same level. I think that the big realization on this message is not everybody wants stuff as bad as the Aries does and will do what it takes, toe the line 110% to get what they want. The thing that I like about this is that this character knows how impressive the Aries is, though. That's one thing that, at least they know what kind of a star they're dealing with. But it does look like Aries might have assumed that this person was in it going as hard as they are. Or like somebody who's going to train to do like a triathlon or something. Aries might be like totally diligent and this person's a bit of a slacker. But I think Aries is recognizing that. And it's not to call this person a villain or anything like that. They just aren't where the Aries is at with their diligence. So I'm going to leave that one there for better or worse. Next up, we are going to go into Ophiuchus, coming in at 4:50. I will timestamp all of these later on. You guys feel free to timestamp in the comment section or the chat right now if that makes it easier. Ophiuchus starts at 4:50. So this is just a quick Halloween message. I just wanted to do this for every zodiac because I knew I would never be able to do all 13 zodiacs fair and square today, and I didn't want to leave anybody out. So we'll do a quick message for everybody. We got a Page of Swords, got a Wheel of Fortune. So for Ophiuchus, this looks like things are coming up roses and somebody else is watching this happen. Somebody's like, oh, damn. Ophiuchus has some major change going on in their life, and I'm seeing it. I'm sensing it. I want to pay attention. I want to see them on their glow up. Why is this character watching? Sorry, guys. I'm probably going to cough from time to time, and then I'll take a break after this and then come back later on, probably late tonight, and do some more videos. We've got a Six of Wands. We got the Devil. I have to say, in this case, we have somebody who is watching from I've got that song in my mind, Thunder, by Imagine Dragons, and in it there's some line about how, you know, he's saying like people used to make fun of him and stuff, and then but he always had this dream for himself, and now here he is, you know, performing on the stage, and they're up in the cheap seats, you know, cheering him on. It's a little bit of that vibe going on in this. Somebody is from the cheap seats and they're kind of watching Ophiuchus, and they see something is changing in Ophiuchus's life. They see Ophiuchus rising to this level of success or fame. They know something is changing in Ophiuchus's life, and it does look like, unfortunately, this character looks pretty jealous. Seeing it instead of being inspired, it kind of looks like there's a jealous aspect where they want to latch on to Ophiuchus, and it's like, take me with you, you know. And it's like, well, the thing is, just because you see somebody else rising to the top, having success takes effort, it takes work, it takes a lot to get there. The fact that they're jealous, hold on, Ophiuchus, I got to get one more here. The fact that this person, they could be Capricorn, doesn't have to be. Oh, so Queen of Coins in the reverse and Six of Cups in the reverse. So it's not just jealous. It's like maybe they were hoping that they could hold on to Ophiuchus because they feel like Ophiuchus is going to be out of their league now. Like their time to be in Ophiuchus's life. It's like they feel Ophiuchus drifting further and further away. Now they can't even like reach out on social media. Now Ophiuchus isn't going to give to them. They're not going to be in Ophiuchus's circle of influence. They're not going to be living in the same place. Ophiuchus might be having like really significant things go right for them. They're getting some amazing job. They're transferring. They're going to live in a different place. And it just feels like, I feel a little bit sad for this character only in the sense that they are feeling somebody amazing slipping through their fingertips. And that is sad. But it kind of looks like instead of them feeling the emotion of like, wow, I'd like to better myself so I can continue to be on par, or I want to tell Ophiuchus how inspirational they are. It just feels more like they're jealous. They're jealous that Ophiuchus is not going to be returning to them, and they know that. They've completed their journey with Ophiuchus. Almost like this is as much lesson as they were willing to gain from their time with Ophiuchus, though. So if that's how it is, I mean, they're not really willing to grow anymore anyway. It makes sense that they diverge here. I mean, that's unfortunate for them, but it looks like Ophiuchus is continuing to glow and grow. So we'll just leave that one as it is. As always, these are fictional stories. I hope you guys enjoy something that comes out of them or for entertainment purpose. All right, next up, we've got Leo coming in at 8:47. 7. All right, Leos, here we go. And I'm not doing these in any particular order. If you're wondering, it's just all over the map. It's however I randomly jotted things down. We have got the Eight of Swords in the reverse and the Two of Cups upright. Wow. Okay. So Leos, there could be some kind of liberated, I don't know if these twin flames have been kept apart, have only been able to think about each other in the 5D, but you notice how rising up like a whale surfacing, we see their two hands coming together and finally being able to hold on to each other. Whatever blockage there has been that kept one of them away from the other is coming to an end. We've got union happening. Hold on, Leos. This is amazing. King of Coins in the reverse. Was it money that kept these two apart? Was it someone? Was there a King of Pentacles? Was this a character who used to hold the purse strings and they proved to be a big obstacle. 10 of Wands in the reverse, 7 of Cups in the reverse, 4 of Wands upright. Again, this is about a return. This is somebody feels like Leo is home. Either Leo feels like they are home and Leo is headed toward them, or vice versa. Birds are migratory. Birds are also the messengers. They are coming home to build that nest. Whatever the burden was, I feel like the blockage had to do with possibly a masculine, possibly I don't know why this person would have had so much to say about this union, but they were really good at guilting somebody, and they caused a lot of prevention for these lovers to come into a union. This seems to be done. Either they lost their hold over a person, and this is so weird, but this could have been like a very corrupt but powerful like boss figure is what I'm thinking about this, where they held some kind of power over a person, almost more like indentured servitude, like a contractual thing where it's like, well, you better not try to quit, or remember that contract I had you sign. If you try to move to go be with this union, or I want you at my beck and call. The fine print in that contract that you signed said that basically I own you until whatever, October 31st, 2023. It feels like that contract has ended, thus the burden has ended. And now it's very clear this person's next step is, I'm going right home. I am finally no longer someone else's puppet, or I'm no longer beholden to somebody who's miserly. And it feels like this person just made life difficult because they could. A King of Coins in the reverse is very, very sour individual to deal with. It's all about them. They don't give anything they don't really want. They see everything like money grubbing, like your happiness. No, you can't be happy. You should only be doing what I want you to. There's like a jealous aspect of any kind of resource anybody has, whether it's kindness or abundance from family or actual like tangible things like money. This character was, they provided a really huge blockage. I will say that blockage is done. Somebody's coming home. Ooh, Leo, that's a beautiful one. That's a super beautiful message on that one. Okay, next up, we're going to go into Cancer. Cancer coming in at 1233. All right, here we go. Cancerian, boy, I hope I can read my writing later on. AMP, thank you so much. AMP office, excuse me. All right, so we've got Hanged Man in the reverse. We got Empress in the upright. 2 major arcana. Cancerian, that's a nice strong start. The time for procrastination is over. Piscean energy and Libra Taurus energy. The time for the Empress to hold the world in their hand has come. I like it. Cancerian, where is this taking us? Who is this? Is this Cancerian who's stepping into that powerful Empress energy? It's a 10 of Cups. Somebody who is moving right into true happiness, true satisfaction, a time of playful energy, joyful energy. Why is it time for this? We've got a Hierophant sideways, Taurus energy here. Hierophant sideways is, there's a potential that I feel like somebody's getting proposed to, and the wedding might be planned for much later on down the road, or they're simply ready to start talking about something as serious as that without necessarily getting to the proposal phase. This is somebody who's like sure about how they feel. This could be somebody who recognizes, I'm in love with Cancer. That's how this is. I'm sure of one thing. I'm sure that they're my Empress, Emperor. It doesn't matter. I don't read for genders. But that kind of joyful acknowledgement. This is like somebody's heart is very full. I don't see the proposal yet, because it's more like, okay, do I want to do this around, a holiday? Do I want to do this around a special event? I know now that I'm going to plan to ask somebody to marry me, but when do I do this? I feel like somebody's got a plan in mind. They already know that they want to ask, I'm going to say Cancer, to marry them. We've got Judgment in the reverse. We got the Star in the reverse. Boy, they are absolutely certain that there is no other. They don't want any reconciliations with exes. They don't want anybody else. They're not looking for redemption with somebody else. They're not looking to go back to their old life or their old ways. There's nothing left for them down an old avenue. It's all full steam ahead toward the Empress. It's 100% positive. It's nice to see somebody who is there's nothing that they need to fix with an ex. There's nobody that they're still responsible for. There's nobody that they're still feeling like they've got to reach out to or drag around some huge, albatross around their neck of some unfinished, unhealed wounding. This character is like, I got nothing to heal with anybody from my past. I got nothing to make amends on. This is simply what I want now. I want a 10 of cups, and I found the person that I can have that with, and I'm sure about that. This person is very sure about Cancer. That's really nice. We don't usually get ones that are that confident. So that was a really nice change. All right, next up, we're going to go into Libra, coming in at 1550. All right, Libra, what is our message for this Halloween day? If you're new to my channel, I don't usually wear time period costumes. It's just for Halloween. We've got a 6 of Swords. We got the Devil. Libra's moving on from something toxic. Libra is saying goodbye, maybe to a Capricorn, or they are just saying, I'm done with something stressful. I'm so over whatever this Judgment in the reverse. I don't want to make peace with somebody. I don't want, by the way, Scorpio energy there. I don't want something from the past. Doesn't matter to me if they're out there boo-hooing over it. That 5 of Coins, yep, I know they'll probably be staring in the windows, watching my social media, looking into the glass, wondering where I'm at, watching, paying attention to me. High Priestess. Yep, I know it. I'll sense it. I can already sense it. Doesn't matter. I'm not going back to this. Doesn't matter. This is not my thing. This is, if they're sad over me, that's their problem. I know that they will be too, but I'm not going to deal with it. We've got a 3 of Swords in the reverse. We got a 10 of Coins. I feel like this Libra has never felt better. This is such a turning point for them. They're letting go of a situation that they feel was holding on tightly to them. The fact that they're releasing it without guilt, they're releasing it. They don't, and they're also saying, whoever does their big crocodile tears, they're not really heartbroken anyway. They might miss me for my money. They might miss me for my abundance, but you know what? I already know all that. And I'm not looking back, and my personal happiness and my personal abundance is like off the charts. Where are they going now? Where's our Libra going? The fact that I do feel like they know somebody wanted them for the wrong reasons. 5 of Wands. This Libra's got something that they want to do next. This is somebody who's very, like this whole storyline feels like a Libra who's saying, I'm very confident. I'm going to go after this. I don't care if it's tough. I don't care if it's difficult. I am ferociously dedicated to making these choices. I'm leaving one toxic thing and I don't care. I'm moving forward and I'm going after this thing that I've got to work really hard at. I'm going to have to practice. I know it's not going to be easy, but I want this. Knight of Wands. This is something they're passionate about. This Libra is really, I don't think that it's like, oh, I just want to go out and, date a bunch of people. I think that this is a Libra who is, King of Swords, Page of Coins, the Hierophant, and the 2 of Wands. There's this element of a character who is, on one hand, they're saying, my future belongs to me and only to me. It feels like this is a Libra who's either a divine masculine or in the divine masculine energy. They are taking charge of their own life and they're starting this new pathway that is very soothing, but it's one that leads them to greater fertility with the bunny rabbit here and that Page of Coins. This could be that this Libra is saying my path toward, okay, there's two ways for me to see this. This could be a Libra, maybe a divine masculine, who has left behind a toxic situation and they are going to go face someone that they actually really love, someone who they view as a person that they want to marry, and they want to go talk to that person knowing full well they're not sure how this will go. The person will have to choose to be with them, but they've got somebody on their mind that they want to marry. Okay, so there's one storyline. The other storyline on this is that the Libra is simply in divine masculine energy. They are choosing to start investing in something that is very important to them. Now, for some, it could be like, I almost want to go down this road of either like a spiritual road where I really focus on my higher self and I let my higher self guide me from here on out. Whatever choices I make, I'm just going to check in with my higher self and let my higher self be the deciding factor. Or this could be somebody who wants to go into any kind of major institution. Maybe somebody's thinking about, going into like literally a religious organization and starting their own church or starting something like that. This can also talk about any kind of institution. Maybe somebody wants to become an ordained minister. Maybe they want to become a preacher. Maybe they want to be someone who marries people. Maybe they want to go ahead and go into the judicial system. Or maybe they just want to become more spiritual and let that be their guidance. However we shape this is somebody who's either embracing their spiritual self, and that could mean their empathic self. They're letting that guide them and lead them, and they're going to be really comfortable doing that instead of deny their intuition and their gift. Or they literally are wanting to invest in like a career path that's going to be right for them after breaking away from something that was so very wrong for them. But we do also have that other message in there that this could be, it's funny how this one goes so many different directions, but that could be that we have a Libra who, after a really long road of being with somebody who only wanted them for their money, they are going to connect with someone that they want to be with, someone that they want to marry, even though it leaves them in that place where it's like, I'm not the final decider. The person that I want to marry is the one who's going to be the final decider. So I don't really know the outcome of my own life right now. What I like about this is the choice that's available. After being stuck in something stagnant, we have a Libra making choices for themselves, and then we end with more choice. I'm a big fan of choice, so that's why I liked this one. Okay, Libra, that got really long. Next up, we're going to go into Taurus, coming in at 2138. Taurus, let's see, what have we got here? What's our message for our Taurus? Message for Taurus, we've got the 8 of Coins in the upright. 8 of Coins, that's hard work, which kind of fits with Taurus. But if today they are working particularly hard on something, they could have some pretty big breakthrough. And I say that because we've got a character who's in the middle of this one much larger coin, and all these other smaller ones they've already put in place. So this could be somebody who's, getting closer and closer to that 10 of Coins. We've got Chariot. Very nice. This is a Taurus who's about to really move forward into, or they've saved enough money where they can make a really big decision. They can, maybe purchase that flight, purchase that train trip. They can get themselves going in the direction that they really wanted to. Chariot is like, it's balanced energy. It's direct action taking. Again, with the 7 of Coins, this has been a long time coming, and a Hermit. This could be somebody who's making a plan to go and see a Virgo or a Cancerian. This has been a long-term plan, or maybe they're going to meet halfway in the middle. This is a long-term goal, though. This Taurus has wanted to do this. This could also be a solo trip that they want to take. They've been planning this and working toward it for quite a while, and it's finally coming to fruition. Why is it coming to fruition now? Sorry, guys. Sorry, everybody. 10 of Cups. It's happening now because Taurus is ready for true happiness. This is somebody who's making a decision right now. I want to do something that is just so I can smile. I want something that makes me laugh. I want something that makes me joyful. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do this. Here I go. Watch me. I love the fact that our Taurus is just doing what they need to. We've got a 6 of Swords, got a 4 of Wands. This is their 4 of Wands kind of life. They are leaving behind a bunch of struggles and they are moving directly into something more balanced. I feel like this could be a Taurus who's choosing to move. They're choosing to uproot themselves. They're choosing to go someplace that they've wanted to, maybe someplace out in nature. This could be somebody who's that are making a trip to go and fly back home, maybe for the holidays. They want to go see someone. They want to go see people that they care about. They're really excited about possibly putting the money down on a form of travel. But this is something they've been planning for a while. I feel like they've been keeping it a secret from whomever this is, though. And the time has come to either reveal this or surprise somebody. But it's definitely time. The stress and worry about can I make this work is over. They've got this date planned. This is very much about the plan of something exciting, and it's come together. This is I think Taurus is revealing this at this point, or vice versa. Someone's revealing it to Taurus, but it's been in the works for a long time. That's exciting. All right, you guys, I'm going to leave that one there. Next up, we've got Sag, 2457. All right. Whoops, I can't read my own writing. All right, Sagittarius. By the way, just so you know, it's Sag, and then I'll do Virgo, then Scorpio, then Gemini, then Capricorn, then Aquarius, then Pisces, in case you guys are wondering. And then I'll timestamp all of these at the end. So we've got a 5 of Wands for our Sag. That is obstacle. And this one is a little bit of a stressy obstacle. A 5 of Wands is arguing, fighting, even, being distressed over something. But that arguing, fighting, distress actually does bring about the practice that's necessary to get something moving in the right direction. 3 of Swords, 10 of Cups, High Priestess. You know what I want to say is hang in there. Hang in there, Sag. If things are sucky right now, if there's a lot of struggle two people are having, if they're sad, if they're unhappy, if they're not cooperating really well, if they're both feeling like their feelings have been hurt, it's like, oh my God, this is so much effort. Yeah, but if it's like so much effort, it hurts so much because there is so much love, there is so much potential for happiness. It's like this could be the duo of these cards looks like time for a counselor, time for a marriage counselor, a relationship counselor, sitting down and actually working through the problems so that these two can get to this wonderful happiness. And it almost seems like with the High Priestess, maybe they both really want that. Maybe this is one of those situations where deep down they both feel the same way. This is so frustrating. This is taking so much work and effort, but the happiness is there. It's like we can almost taste it. We can almost grab it, but it feels like both people are feeling the same way. Like as bad as it is right now, I still choose you, which is a great song. I choose you. The Lovers. Talk about I choose you. The Lovers is a card of choice. I feel with this Gemini energy, I feel like these two can definitely still make this work in this story. If they both envision it, they envision running back into each other's arms. They envision a joyful union. The only thing with this is they do have to bring it into the 3D world of doing the work that's necessary to get to the happiness. If they have, break up and it's painful and both people are sad and now all they want is to race back into each other's arms and have that joyful honeymoon feeling of the reunion without dealing with, okay, what were their differences that caused the conflict, that caused the separation, that caused the heartbreak? If they don't address those things and find the way to communicate, then they're probably going to have that cycle that keeps going around and round and round of, the makeup and the breakup. It kind of looks to me like they both know this, though. Like they're both serious about saying, okay, listen, I am miserable without you. I want this to work. Oh my God, it's so exciting to be with you again. Now, how about if we invest in figuring out how do we work through problems so we don't separate like that again? Because I really want a 10 of Cups with you. That's really nice to see that that two characters want this so much. I'm so sorry about my coughing, you guys. This is why I wasn't around yesterday. It was just so bad. Virgos, and I'm probably going to take a break after I'm done with this video. So when I'm done with all 13 of these, I'll take a break and I'll see you guys again later on this evening, okay? After the trick-or-treaters have been here. 2820 for Virgo. And I can't read my writing. All right, Virgos, what is Virgo's message right now? Virgo, we've got a 4 of Wands. It came out essentially in the reverse. It was a little bit tilted, and the way I picked it up, it definitely, my thumb kind of shifted it to a full reversal instead of tilted, but we're going to leave it as such. I like it to come out the way it actually came out. Okay, we got an Emperor sideways. We got an Ace of Swords upright. The 7 of Wands upright. Got the 9 of Swords upright. Got the Lovers upright. Whew. Who is sweating all night, freaking out about who the Virgo is loving? Oh, what's that song? Was it by Jackson 5? Who's Loving You? At least that's one version of it. I wonder who is loving you. It feels like we've got an emperor who is, they're not an emperor. Now I've got Ain't No Sunshine When She's Gone in my mind. It feels like we've got an emperor who's not an emperor right now because they are stressing in a big way. They feel like they've lost their 4 of Wands. They've had like, I don't know if this Virgo walked away from them, but this bond has been severed with this Ace of Swords. They are still like hoarding. There's a hoarder's energy and a hiding energy in this. They're hoarding and hiding their stress, hoarding the memories of Virgo, even though Virgo has cut them loose, is what it looks like. And we see them like a dragon hoarding all their gold while people are out there looking for it. It's so weird because this is how somebody overcomes struggles. They hide it. They feel like they're communicating how they're feeling. That's their gold, and they don't want to share that. They're super stressed out about the concept of Virgo having a happy love affair with somebody else. But all of this is saying, well, this is not an emperor's behavior. And it's not. This person has the potential. They can be an emperor, but an emperor takes charge of things. They own how they're feeling. They own their fears. They own a situation. And if they want something, they don't just roll over and say, okay, well, I guess, there's nothing to do to fix this one. Why was there an Ace of Swords? Why was there a severing of whatever this was, this connection? Six of Cups. Well, it seems like there's still a desire to come back together, but there could have been a severing of a connection because somebody went back to a soulmate. Now, that actually shows a child. Sometimes a soulmate has nothing to do with romance. This could be that did an emperor sever a connection with Virgo, or they were busy giving time and energy to some other soul group member, or they decided to pour all their energy into that. So Virgo cut them loose and said, okay, well, if you can't be in a relationship because you're feeling like you need to pour all your time elsewhere, then I'll just let you go. There's this weird thing where this character seems to actually be a responsible person, but when it comes to their own ability to have a happy home, a Four of Wands life where they can be responsible and they can, take care of business and they can have the love that they want, it feels like they fumble that really badly. We've got that Eight of Swords and we got the Hermit. That's our Virgo. For them, they said, I can't possibly be with my Virgo because of this soulmate energy, someone that they were responsible for. So Virgo let them go because it's like they made a choice that they couldn't have both. I don't know that that's true because they've been Mr. Sourpuss about it ever since, right? Now they're mad that Virgo's gone. Now they're jealous, but they won't admit it. What's our message on this Emperor? Two of Swords. Yeah, as long as they won't admit stuff, as long as they keep blocking things, their own frustrations, they're blocking Virgo, but they want Virgo. They don't want Virgo to be happy with somebody else because that kills them inside to think of Virgo having a great life with somebody else, but they don't think that they can be with Virgo right now while they've got this other thing. Then that really says it is better to block this character. I mean, please remember these are fictional and I don't give people advice on what to do, but Five of Swords, man, we got two cards of blocking. Them and their drama isn't worth the problems that they would bring into the Virgo's life. If that's because this person is super, an emperor who's not upright. They may not be as difficult as one who's in the full-on reverse, but they're still selfish. They're still controlling. They still want things their way. They do love, but they won't take the actions. That it's like they can't see how to really be in charge. They let there be these reasons why something is this way or that way and see, and it's not my fault. And it's like, well, actually it is your fault because you're not taking full responsibility. If they're still going to act like that, I can understand why their frustration, their irritation, they want everything that they think they can't have, but they won't take full responsibility for either why they say they can't have it, or they want someone to wait for them forever and ever and ever until they're darn good and ready. I just feel like this person will not admit their role in things. And I think as long as they're in that attitude, combined with this frustration because they're so stressed out that Virgo's going to be loving somebody else, I think this says that kind of energy is not worth connecting to because it's just going to be conflict. They want things their way. They want to find reasons why it's not their fault that things aren't working out. Everything is somebody else's fault and they're the ones being put upon instead of them just taking charge of things and making things smooth out so that they can have what they actually want. They can offer something of substance. Until they can do that, I just don't think that Virgo is dealing with that character. All right, I'm going to leave that one there. Next up, we've got Scorpio coming in at 3453. Scorpios, let's see what we've got for you. After this, we've got Gemini, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. Scorpios, we've got a Queen of Coins in the reverse. Scorpio, Queen of Coins in the reverse is somebody who's hoarding. They don't want to give. We've got a Wheel of Fortune, though, and we got the Ace of Cups. I feel like Scorpios let go of somebody that is not very nurturing, not very sharing, not very giving, not very willing to open up their purse strings, share finances, share words of encouragement. And I think Scorpio goes, that's all right. There's other people out there that will. And in the meantime, I will do that for my own self. I love me enough to say, not a worry. I'll just take care of it myself. That's how I would say this one looks to me. The Scorpio is not at all concerned about, yes, Janet, we did Libra. Libra was at 1550. I'm not going in order. They're just random, you guys, anyone who's tuning in. And I will timestamp these later, okay? The fact that we've got Scorpio saying, I'm just going to love on me. I'm just going to go ahead and take care of me. I'm not worried about somebody that doesn't. It's a good choice on Scorpio's part because they're going straight up to that Aquarius star. Like they are making their life fantastic. They're going after their hopes, their wishes, their dreams. Five of Swords, I do feel like they are leaving this Queen of Coins in the reverse in the past. They've put up a boundary here. They really don't need to hear anything from this person. I feel like this person was trying to either like tear down Scorpio, tell them that they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that. This could be anything from a boss that wasn't really supportive of a character, like, you know, continuing to elevate themselves in their career and rise to greater heights. This could have been unfortunately, like a mother figure that is just jealous that their son or daughter might be like able to pursue their dreams and goals in a way that maybe they weren't able to. This could just be someone they're just not very supportive for whatever their reasons are. But I feel like Scorpio is putting a blockage to someone who would tear down their dreams instead of support them. And we've got that Two of Coins. It doesn't mean that this will always be that way. It doesn't mean Scorpio will always cut them out of their life. It just means for right now. You notice how maybe somebody wants to become a ballerina. Maybe somebody wants to dance on toe. Or maybe it just is somebody is saying, I'm on my toes. And it is difficult. The dreams that I'm going after are difficult. But it takes patience. You notice how we have the bonsai and it takes perfection. And I don't want somebody getting in my head, telling me all the reasons why I'll probably fail, constantly reminding me about how I could stumble and fall. Like already this is precarious. I know that the dream, the wish that I want to go after is going to be difficult. Maybe this is like Scorpio's going after something where it's like 0.001% of people make it. But you know what? This Scorpio can make it. But if they think too much about like, ooh, what if I can't? It's going to undermine their success. The Scorpio has a star card. They're going to make it. They're going to be just fine. But more than ever, they've got to believe in themselves. They've got to believe that this is their time to shine and they've got to go after it. Stay on their toes. Know that, look, they'll always have other options as well. We're not here to only do one thing in our lives. But if Scorpio wants a taste of this particular wonderful success, they should go for it. They can go after it. They can get that success, or maybe they only want it for a little while and then they'll change and they'll do something else in their life. This is like somebody who's got this dream. Maybe somebody wants to become like I just want to be a race car driver. Maybe I don't want to do it for the next 50 years of my life, but I want to do it. I want to pursue it. I want to do that. I want to make a little bit of a name for myself. And then I can just say, yeah, I did that. Whatever this is, they want to go after it. Even though that's not the only dream that they have, it's a big one right now. And they don't want to hear people that tell them they can't, they shouldn't, they won't. These are all the pitfalls you could encounter. They're like, look, it's already, tenuous at best, but they don't know me. I can go after it because I'm meant for it, even if they weren't. Just because our mother or father didn't succeed, we're not our mother or father. We're somebody else. We get to have success because we're going to be in a different era of life and a different us and a different set of skills than they possessed. I don't know. I just feel like this Scorpio is really going for the gold, even though they have more than just one big dream. I think that's a super exciting one. Anyway, guys, I always hope there's something fun that comes out of these fictional stories, something entertaining or thought provoking. All right, next up we go to Gemini. Gemini coming in at 39.49. All right, Geminis. Let's see. After this, we've got Capricorn, Aquarius, and then Pisces. And then I'll go through and I will timestamp everything. Okay. Whew, we got a Tower. Aries energy coming up. Bam. I like the Tower. Tower to me is collapse of things, structures that were faulty, structures that kept somebody confined, structures that prevented someone from being able to have what they wanted. That kind of thing. It's nice to have that fall. You know, who needs that? We got an Ace of Cups in the reverse. This could have been a situation that was not loving. It could have been a situation that was not warm, that was not friendly, that was not soft and supportive. It could have been someone that, you know, maybe Gemini's fallen out of love with somebody and they're saying, nope, I don't feel that way anymore. I can let this go. The fact that we've got a Six of Swords in the reverse and the Six of Cups upright, they're freeing themselves from a lack of love. They're saying, I didn't love myself enough to go after what I wanted, or they're freeing themselves from a loveless place. And they are moving back toward a soulmate that they could never get over. So it feels to me like we had a character who was trapped in an unhappy place with possibly either with someone else, maybe a water sign, maybe an Aries sign. They are letting themselves be freed of that, and they're going back to the other place that they were always trapped in their heart or their headspace, which is the way they felt about a soulmate. I guess this all could be one and the same. Somebody is admitting to themselves, why did I try to pretend that I could, you know, like ignore the fact that that's who I want to return to. That's always who I've wanted to be with. Why did I ever ignore that? I just like the fact that somebody's no longer lying to themselves. That's what I would say about this. Eight of Swords. Woo-wee. Eight of Swords is very much about being stuck. Tell me about the stuck energy here, since we got to keep talking about it, it looks like. Six of Wands in the reverse. Somebody was stuck thinking there's no way that this could be successful. Why did somebody think it couldn't be successful? This is basically describing what has fallen. Five of Cups. It was fumbled. It was a disaster. There was heartbreak. There was loneliness. There was a mistake. There was something that, you know, the cups were spilled. It was just sadness, and there's no way I can make this right. Well, did they ever think about apologizing? I feel like this character, for the first time ever, they have this breakthrough and they go, why don't I apologize to Gemini? Or vice versa, right? This could go either way. Why don't I try apologizing? Oh my God, that's a major breakthrough, because I can't give this up. I can't stop thinking about this. I want to go back to this soulmate. All I've been is sad. This whole thing, like the failure of this relationship has been so painful. I never got over it. Why don't I go back and just begin with, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I didn't come sooner. I'm sorry I tried to act like I could get over this. I'm sorry I acted like I haven't been thinking about this all the time. I'm sorry for what happened, because, man, I've been really sad. Two of Cups. Okay, so Two of Cups union. I think it was Leo who also got that. Two of Cups. But we get a lot of water energy in this. We have no Leo here. It's just the sign of Leo got that. I feel like, if anything, we got more water, fire, and a little bit sword energy than anything, but real heavy on the water energy. This is a twin flame union, or reunion, I should say. Good luck to these characters. I hope that they make it. I hope that they have an opportunity to come into a union. It looks like that's exactly what's going to be happening with this character who's coming in to make that apology. So kudos to them for stepping up and doing what they feel compelled to do at long last. It's funny how the breakthrough was, wait, what if I said sorry? That seems simple, but there they go. All right. Good luck to them. Next up, we're going to Capricorn, 4406. All right, Capricorns, here we go. Let's get a little Halloween message for Cappies. I wanted to make sure I could get Zodiac out, well, a video for every Zodiac, and the only way I could do it is if I did it in one big clump and just did a quick message. Later on tonight, I'll start doing some full-length messages, though, for the beginning of November, okay? So, Seven of Wands. Obstacle, complication, something in the way. Yes, with the Seven of Wands, we would have an obstacle. Eight of Coins. We got a lot of stuff to do with money because we got a dragon hoarding their monies. We got somebody working really hard. Maybe somebody struggling to save the money that they want to save. It seems like people are looking all the time for ways to ask somebody for money. Maybe they're like, I definitely don't want to answer that phone call because I know it's going to be my sister or my brother or my bestie asking, can they borrow $50? Like, I'm working so hard right now to save up for what I need, for what I want. It feels like somebody is just burying themselves in work in order to not necessarily be overwhelmed with, because this is how somebody handles struggles, and they may pull their energy back and they may bury themselves in work. These two cards did both come out mostly sideways, but we've got a 3 of Swords and we got the 9 of Cups. Yeah, I gotta say, somebody is hoping and waiting for the pain to go away. The only thing is with that rocking chair, could be a long time. Who is this? Is this our Capricorn who's trying to extinguish the feeling of pain? We've got an Aquarius star, and then we've got the Page of Cups. I mean, I feel like it could be an Aquarius or possibly a water sign. It doesn't have to be a Scorpio, a Cancer, or Pisces, but could be. But I said, who is this? And these are the two cards we got. This is somebody who thought Capricorn was their star, their person, the one that they wanted. This was the beginning. I don't know if this thing got off the ground, but they had high hopes for this. And for whatever reason, now they're in this heartbreak and they're just hoping that eventually it fades. I don't know if they had a breakdown of a relationship or if they feel like Cap broke their heart somehow. The fact that we've got this energy of they're trying to bury themselves in work to hide from it. Definitely there's a hiding energy. Tell me about the 3 of Swords. 9 of Swords. This feels like somebody sabotaged it. Feels like they got nervous and scared and pulled their energy back, which then hurt Capricorn. So Capricorn either bounces and now they're like, oh my God, I can't believe I wrecked this. And they can't quite take responsibility for that. So they're like, I just want to bury myself in work and just wait until this disappointment that I feel, it's like that sourness in the back of my throat. I just want that to go away. I can't believe I botched this one through my own fears. That's how it's starting to feel. Ace of Swords in the reverse, they don't even know why they did this. I feel like they pulled back out of fear from Capricorn when Capricorn was the one that they wanted. This was their wish fulfillment. This is the person that they wanted to begin something. They saw this really going down a road of everything they ever wanted, and instead it winds up they sabotage it through their fears. They don't even know why they did it, and they're just trying to bury that thought process and just be like, maybe it'll just pass. Maybe this will just go away the way that I'm feeling. Yeah, no. King of Wands is not going to go away. Those emotions aren't going to go away. In fact, if anything, and I hate to say it this way, but it's almost a good thing that they made such a freaking disaster out of this, because it's not going to let up. Their disappointment with themselves, the whole confused mess that they created is not going to go away. They're going to finally instead, how sometimes we have to be not we, but we'll say steel has to be tempered, right? Before it really becomes as strong as it's going to be, or an alloy of metals has to be smelted together and then they become stronger. It's like the energy of this character, their mistakes that they made, the fears that they've made, the disappointment, all of that gets like smelted together, and then they finally emerge as an actual king. Somebody who's passionate, somebody who knows the mistake that they made, the disappointment is what drives them to actually step into the King of Wands energy and maybe finally say, I'm not going to let this go. I'm going to be 100 years old and I'm still going to be crying over this. I'm not going to have a 6 or a 9 of Cups with somebody else, because that was what I wanted. I wanted a loyal, long-term commitment with Capricorn, but instead I wrecked it and I'm waiting for that pain to go away. It's not going to. I need to step up. I need to tell Capricorn the thing that I needed to at the very beginning, which is, you're my wish fulfillment. I don't really know why I freaked out. I don't really know why I damaged it, but I've I thought maybe I could just be disappointed in myself, but that doesn't work. What I need to do is fix this. Kudos to them for tempering themselves and changing and going after what it is that they truly want now. All right, I'm going to leave that one there. Thank you guys so much for being here. Next up, we've got Aquarius coming in at 49.58. All right, here we go. Aquarius and then Pisces, and then I will go back in and I will timestamp everything. Okay, so Aquarius, what's our Halloween message? We got the King of Cups. We got the Queen of Cups. Holy smokes. Aquarius, we got a perfectly matched, perfectly balanced, perfectly powerful, emotionally adept couple here. When I say couple, could be males, females, any arrangement thereof, doesn't matter about genders, just matters that we have a perfectly complementary couple. Okay. Oh, please let us get good cards. I want to see a couple that is super successful. Queen of Swords. Why do we have a possibly a distractor, or is this somebody who was a matchmaker who put them together? Three of Coins. This is definitely, it's one of two things. Either we had a mutual friend who said, you know what? I want to have dinner tonight and I want to invite you and you because I think you guys would be an amazing match. This could be a matchmaker. The Queen of Swords is truthful. The Queen of Swords has boundaries. The Queen of Swords is not going to be a third party to anything. So I'm not looking at this Three of Pentacles as a third party. I think, if anything, she is going to be the agent that brings these two together to meeting each other. Now, it could be the reverse. This could be that this is Aquarius who's being invited to an event by a really awesome couple. Could be friends, could be parents, could be whatever this is. It's a very swanky event, or what happens at this event will be super like wonderful, kind of luxurious, kind of like high vibing. Ooh, I say that and we got a Five of Swords. We got a Two of Wands. Somebody is almost going to say, no, I don't want to go. We have an element of there's some kind of either matchmaking thing or a party or invitation, and we've got somebody who really wants to say no. Is this Aquarius trying to say, I don't think I want to go? Yeah, I know you're inviting me. Yeah, you think I should go. I don't really want to go. Oh God, now I got to think about it. Am I going to go? I feel like they first are just so resistant, and then they're kind of like, oh, I've got to appease my friends, or I got to consider doing it. And it looks like if they do go, it's going to be like so exciting, so much fun with that 10 of Cups, that 9 of Cups. I keep feeling like there's going to be some match made at this event, but maybe that's why our Queen of Swords, either if they're not the matchmaker, if they're the attendee that is reluctant to go, it looks like, and that would make sense if that's Aquarius, it looks like they're going to have such a great time, so much fun, such a wonderful experience, but man, are they resistant to going. Temperance, Queen of Pentacles, Hierophant, Two of Swords. You know what's so cute? I do feel like this is a matchmaker story. This says two amazing people. So we got two great queens. This could be a same-sex introduction, same-sex couple that's just meeting each other. They're a perfect match for each other. It doesn't have to be same-sex. I'm just mentioning it because we've got two queens. It's so funny, though, because this Queen of Pentacles is awesome. They could be an earth sign, doesn't have to be. We do have Sag energy here, also Taurus energy coming in with Hierophant. But it could be that this queen has said, you know what, I just want to meet somebody in an authentic way. I don't want a matchmaker thing. I don't want to be invited someplace. I don't want a blind date. No, I don't want that. My higher self will lead me there. So they may be very reluctant as well, which is kind of adorable, because for two people that are so much like, they're so perfectly matched in their reluctance to be forced into something that feels uncomfortable or awkward, to be match made by even really close friends. Like they both match each other in that aspect as well. Like neither one wants that at all. And yet I think it's only because these two are both people that have a strong sense of self. They have a strong, they're both queens in the upright. They have a powerful sense of who they are and how is somebody else going to match me with someone. Well, because this is an awesome couple who probably they know what it takes to make an awesome relationship too, because they're living it. They're also very emotional, so they may be very emotionally adept at seeing the innermost qualities and traits. I feel like Aquarius is going to not want to go, but I think they're getting invited to something where they meet someone who also didn't want to attend, and yet they're a perfect match for this person. And I think it's thanks to this duo. That's a very specific story. It just is what it is. I read them however I get them, good, bad, or ugly. But I'm kind of chuckling over that one because obviously I'm cheering for this duo. Bella, I sure did. Libra was at 1550, my love. All right. Last but not least is Pisces. Here we go. All right, here we go. Pisces. Pisces comes out in a reverse energy. So it's Hanged Man, so it's Pisces card. But we've got the Ten of Swords. I wouldn't normally read that as Pisces themselves who's stressing out, but because it is Pisces card combined with the Ten of Swords, this is either somebody who knows Pisces has made a decision. They're not waiting on them anymore, and Pisces has let somebody go, and they are the ones in this Ten of Swords, or it's Pisces themselves who is stressing out over a harsh ending. Let's see if I can clear up who is who. We got a Knight of Coins. See, this is a procrastinator. I'm going to say Pisces is done waiting for someone who is always preparing to get ready. Now, here's the thing. This Pisces might have said, oh my gosh, this person's not going to be ready for 2 years, 3 years. I just can't. I just can't. I mean, and this could have been about anything. This could have been about a career path where it's like, find out from the boss, well, we won't be doing any, what do you want to call it? Either promotions or maybe even any raises until, the end of 2024, or corporate has said we can't do any promotions or anything until 2025. And Pisces is like, oh my God, no, that is not going to work. I don't want that. And so this slow moving energy could be the thing where Pisces goes, all right, writing's on the wall. I'm super bummed out, but I can't do this. I'm going to have to make other decisions. It is a decision making energy. Pisces is done waiting because they found out how long somebody else is going to take to get moving. We got a Page of Wands. It's kind of okay. Not kind of. It's really okay, though, because Pisces is ready to move forward with this Page of Wands upright. There's a spark. There's a new excitement. It's almost like, as much as Pisces might be bummed at first, they replace it with, but wait a minute, that means I get to do something totally different. Let's say this was about love and romance. Pisces realizes, oh my God, this person has so much growing to do. They have to become a more, grown-up version of themselves. They could take years to grow. I can see where they are in their journey now, and I know that I can't wait for this person to, get their act together. But wait a second. That means I'm a hottie on the prowl. That means I could meet somebody new. That means that person that I see every day when I stand in the line to get my coffee before work in the morning, that has kind of flirted with me. But of course I would never flirt back because I thought I was, moving forward with this Knight of Coins. Wait a minute. I could give that person my number. You know what? I just might do that. It feels like the disappointment is kind of immediately refreshed with this concept. But wait a minute. I'm single, footloose, and fancy free. I can do something different. Well, that's kind of awesome. We've got a Knight of Wands. I feel like this is the dating scenario. We got a Four of Coins and we got the Temperance. I feel like Pisces is going to see what else is out there. Now, sure, this could still be about business. This could be Pisces says, you know what? If a company I'm working for is not going to be, elevating me anytime soon, okay, that means I'm going to start putting out resumes in lots of other different industries, lots of different fields that I've always been interested in. Hey, yeah, I'll go for it. Why not? It doesn't mean I'm going to say yes. I'll immediately, accept a position someplace else full time, but maybe I'll moonlight at some other business on a weekend or something. Maybe I'll pick up, just one shift at some other company. And then, what's crazy? It could actually make our Pisces pretty darn happy. Now, if this is about dating and romance, Pisces suddenly goes, wait a second. So if I'm not waiting on someone who's going to take forever to get their act together, that means I can date anybody that I want. But just because I'm starting to date does not mean I have to instantly fall for someone and figure who's going to be my lasting love. In fact, I can pace myself where I'm allowed to just see what's out there, see what I like, make sure that I feel nice and steady and stable, but enjoy the company of others as I learn what am I really looking for. It feels like instead of Pisces going like from the depths of despair of something being over to then like buck wild and just going for it and being crazy, they are doing something so much more, well, like middle of the road. The Temperance card is truly, it's about balancing. It's about bringing their freedom into equilibrium. It's about not sitting in a place of unhappiness because the writing's on the wall, something's not going to work out the way Pisces wanted. So now they're going to have to choose another direction to go. They're excited about this other direction, but they're also not going to suddenly become crazy indulgent and just do whatever, date whoever, fall in love with the first person they see. No, everything is about balance. And you know what I would suggest? Because we started out with a Pisces who was sad about an ending, but then it leads them to a place of balance. What I'm going to say is probably that thing needed to end because Pisces was not in a place of balance. If something leaves our life and then we actually wind up happier, we find ourselves to be more balanced, wouldn't that indicate then that that thing probably wasn't really the perfect thing for us after all? Or at least it was holding us back in some capacity. So I think it's a nice reveal here in this one. All right, you guys, thank you everybody so much for being here. Lots of love to you guys. I just wanted to make sure that I got one Zodiac storyline out for each Zodiac today. I'm sorry these ones were short, but we'll do decent full-length stories beginning this evening right after this. I just won't be in my Halloween costume then. But you guys, I hope that you're having a great day. Colt, thank you, honey. Good to see you. Always glad to see you. I saw your comment. You like some top that I was wearing the other day. I can't remember which one it was, but thank you. It's probably one my sister gave to me or something. Brad Craft, good to see you. Hi, Christina. Thank you, honey. Skylark, happy Halloween. Hi, Shavika. Yes, Libra was done indeed. Oh, thank you so much for mentioning that. I appreciate it when you guys are keeping each other updated. That's so nice. I have such nice people on this channel. I'm so honored, you guys. Carissa Robinson, Transparent Lotus, good to see you guys. It had stars on it. Okay, I know which one you're talking about. I actually picked that one out myself, Colt. Anything is possible. Good to see you. Jasmine Angel 1111. Happy Halloween, sweetie. Hey, Sonara, great to see you. Sunny Heaven, hello, hello. Don Wan, always good to see you. Hey, Carmen, Zebra Libra, James O'Connell, back at you, darling. Peace and love to you too. Ruthie's Potion, Patricia, good to see you. Bukator, Kobus Swart, how are you? You guys are wonderful. Thanks for popping by. Janet 22. I know, Jenna, I was all over the map. All right, you guys, I'm going to pop off here and I'm going to go ahead and get all of our timestamps in now. All right, you guys, take care. I'll see you in the next ones. Bye.